What is up, LudyBros Army? It's your boy, Big Bro Lamar Ludy, and I'm coming to you guys today with a fun deck profile featuring a leader that we haven't been seeing at all for quite some time. But this is a deck that I have a lot of fun piloting, and it's got an engine that a lot of people have been using with a different leader lately. So I just wanted to bring to you guys my deck profile for a Dragon Ball Power Ranger deck. I have a lot of fun piloting this deck. It can sneak up on you, and it can come up with a ending that is pretty violent in a lot of cases. So we'll go ahead and jump right into this deck profile. If you're liking the content that we're bringing to you guys, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, all the good YouTube stuff. Let's go ahead and jump right into this profile. All right, so we're looking at the leader. This is an old leader, obviously. He's a Wish leader, Dragon Ball. This card can attack. The activate main, switch this card to rest mode. Choose up to 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck or your life. You're going to add them to your hand. Then you'll shuffle any areas that you look through. The simple Dragon Ball leader of old. His Awakening is a wish. Where there are 7 Dragon Ball cards in your drop area, you choose a desire card in your drop, and you're going to flip this card over after adding it to your hand. To become Miraculous Arrival Shenron, we know what he does. He's got the activate main. Once per turn, you can choose one, drawing one, choosing one desire card in your hand with energy cost less than or equal to your current energy, activating it, or removing 7 Dragon Balls from the game, and choosing a battle card is going to get plus 10k and triple attack for the duration of the turn. So that's our leader. A lot of Dragon Ball players are familiar with that leader. If you're new to the game, though, you can have a lot of fun with this deck. It has a lot of draw power. And starting off with, obviously, the 7 Dragon Balls. So we've got the 7 Dragon Balls here. These are just the simple Dragon Balls. I'm not running the 1-star ball in this deck. I'm just going to go ahead and run these 7 Dragon Balls. If your leader card is a Shenron card, you're going to go ahead and draw one. So we'll set these cards here, laying out the deck as we go along. All right. Now, the point of this deck is the Catopesla engine. So we'll go ahead and we're going to pull out the whole chain. And then we'll set all the spice off to the side. So we'll go ahead and we're going to look at our Catopesla engine. We've got the 1 drop. When you play this card, look it up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 Universe 3 card among them and add it to your hand. Then you're going to shuffle your deck. So I went ahead and I tried to make this deck with a lot of Universe 3 cards to really benefit off of that attack. So I'm not only looking for the Catopesla pieces, I can get some other pieces as well. So we're going to run 4 copies of this. We've got Catopesla Sonic Justice. He EX evolves onto the 1-drop Catopesla. He has dual attack and barrier. Auto, when an opponent's battle card with an energy cost of 4 or less attacks, you can negate the attack, then negate the skill for the turn for 1 energy. So he's a dual attacker with barrier. That's going to protect you from a lot of green decks nowadays that are trying to drop those Frieza charismatic villains. He's got barrier, so that's going to protect that part of your chain. Now, this is the part of the chain where it can get a little bit dicey. You have Catopesla Righteous Fury. He EX evolves for 2 energy onto a Catopesla with an energy cost of 4. This guy has critical and double strike. When you play this card, you're going to draw 1, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. You're going to send it to the owner's warp. So we're going to get this 5-drop coming out here. And then our big boss is the 6-drop Catopesla Envoy of Justice. He EX evolves onto the 5-drop. Critical, double striker with dual attack and barrier. So, I mean, he's just coming out with all of those keyword skills. Auto, when a card evolves into this card, you're going to switch this card to active mode. So when he comes out onto the 5-drop, even after you've swung with the 5-drop, you'll go ahead and you'll restam this guy. So he's going to come out to do that major damage at the end. And if you pair him and his abilities with the leader's effect on the Awakened side, as you dish these 7 Dragon Balls, then he's going to gain triple attack. So you can make sure that you get that swing in, the first swing with the dual attack, and then give him the triple attack. He can restand and he can start swinging. So that's our main engine of the deck. It's our win condition. That's how we're going to break these things down. However, I mentioned that I was running this as a Universe 3 focused deck. And I have a lot of fun playing it this way because it makes a lot of my cards live. So some of the spicy tech that I'm adding into this deck is Pepperoni, Brilliant Inventor. He has an auto. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a counter skill, you're going to draw 1 card. This is very good in the baby matchup. When they're activating a lot of counter skills from their hand, you're able to draw 1 card off of those effects. And I've got a nice way to cheat out this guy from your deck, and I'll show it to you a little bit later on. But he is a Universe 3, so he's going to be live when you go to search off of your Universe 3 Policeman. So we'll set him here. Sticking with the theme of the Universe 3 cards, I'm running 4 copies of this negate. I think he's an pretty good negate. I'm not going to say underrated, but I think he's a pretty good negate. Bionic Battler Bull Raider. Negate the attack, play this card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 1 and send it to the owner's warp. So this card's pretty good going up against cards like Black, well, a lot of decks tech in Black Mass Saiyan, and you're able to get him off the board and play out your cards from the hand. So that's one way to go ahead and deal with certain cards like that. That's the main crux of our monster lineup as far as the Universe 3 component goes. The super combo of choice that I chose for this deck, I know it got nerfed, but I think it still has some pretty good applications here with that extra 5k boost that it can basically get. Plus it's going to be getting that power very quickly from the Dragon Balls. It's going to come up in combo power pretty quick. Is the Bibbidi Primeval Conjurer. If all of your energy is black, when you combo with this card from your hand, he's going to get plus 10k up to 12 cards. So he's going to go up to a 15k super combo. I'm going to stick with this one for now as the super combo of choice. All of your energy will be black in this deck. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the extra cards. I said I had a way to cheat out the Pepperonis, and this is actually a really good way if you don't have your Catapesla, the 1-drop, to go ahead and start the chain. I like to use Assembling the Squad with my Leader's Effect. This card gains desire in all areas, so I'm able to play it for free. If your leader card is a Shenron card, choose one battle card from your deck with an energy cost of 2 or less and power of 15k or less. Play it, then shuffle your deck. So you're able to activate this card for free on your Leader's Awakened side. You can cheat out your Catapesla, and all of your energy is still live to go ahead and start moving up your chain without having to tap anything. And you can also use it to play out your Pepperoni Brilliant Inventor if you so need that card. Another card that's Desire that doesn't really see any play at all ever since it was also errated. But it still has some good applications in this deck because there's a lot of removal cards out there that can send stuff to your warp, and maybe you need to start your chain again, and once again you want to start it for free. I'm just running 4 copies of the World Peace. My main target is obviously getting back Catapeslas from the drop area, so that way I can start my chain for free. So this card, your leader card is a Shenron card. You get to choose one battle card in your drop area with an energy cost. Well, the old ruling was with an energy cost less than or equal to your current energy. They cap that at 3 or less. So our main target is going to be Catapesla, but once again, we can cheat out the Pepperoni. But really, you're looking to get this guy on field so you can go ahead and start up your chain. I have a toolbox here of counters that I'm running in this deck to go ahead and kind of finish things off because you never know what you're going to run into. I'm running 1 copy of Time's Judgment. It's a counter attack, negate the attack, then you may place 2 cards from your hand to the drop area. If you do so, you can get this card back. So a little bit of recycling and recursion. I'm running 1 copy of Son Goku making an entrance, along with 1 copy of Power Burst in case I need to get him back. So you can kind of tell the theme with my counters. I'm trying to see, depending on the situation, I can be pretty flexible to get cards back to my hand. Also, this is a sparking negate. It's always a good idea to include at least 1 sparking negate in your deck, no matter what the situation. I feel that's my personal strategy. I'm running 1 copy of An Unexpected Turn. If your opponent has 3 or more battle cards in play with an energy cost of 2 or more, the battle card your opponent is playing is placed in the owner's drop area instead. Then choose all battle cards with energy cost of 2 or less, ignoring barrier, and send them to the owner's warp. So an unexpected turn can really just open up against those wide decks that are trying to go wide on you and could potentially turn around a game. Just running 1 copy of that. Very situational stuff, very situational. And I'm running 1 copy of Protector of the People. Counter attack, negate the attack, then you may choose 1 card in your hand and place it in your drop area. If you do, choose one of your leader cards and it gains the following effect for the turn. When this card is attacked by a battle card, it's going to get plus 5,000 power for the turn. So another way to kind of stop when you're dealing with those go wide decks. So just, a real toolbox with my counters. It's very, very flexible and kind of helps to round out the deck. And then for the last 2 cards, I'm running 2. One of these cards is very surprising. I'm running Shenron, the Wish Granter. He has an auto of Sparking 7. When you play this card, you're going to draw 2 cards, and then you'll choose one, and he's got 3 different effects. Choose up to 4 of your energy to switch them to active mode. Choose one battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from drop area and play it. Or choose one of your leader cards or battle cards and it gets plus 15 power and triple strike for the duration of the turn. I'll be honest, I've never brought this guy out, but I'm gonna keep him in the deck just because I think it'd be cool. You know, maybe one day pull off his effect if I really need it. And then the final card, which you'll be maybe a little surprised that I'm running it in this deck, because this is a deck that revolves around having specific cards in your graveyard. Talking about the Dragon Balls, I'm running Fu the Dark Banisher. He's got triple attack, overwhelming of 8 for 4 energy. Your opponent can't activate skills unless they choose one card in their hand and send it to their ward. So what I have done in the past is I've been able to get all the way up to my chain to the boss. I removed the 7 Dragon Ball cards from my drop area, and then I still was able to pull off the Overwhelm 8. And I believe I cheated out to start that chain off. I cheated out the Cattle Pesla using either the Summoning Squad or the World Peace. Was able to progress up my chain, and then on the next turn, seeing as these were already removed, I was able to play him out and go ahead and finish the game that way. So this is my version of the Shenron Power Ranger deck, the Shenron Cattle Pesla deck. You know, it's a lot of fun. This is a rogue strategy for sure. I know that it is. I know that a lot of people are running the Policeman stuff with Soul Striker, and they're having some success doing that. But I really like this deck. It's very fast. It's actually a lot faster than you think because you have so much draw power with the Dragon Balls, and also your leader is able to draw. Plus, you're searching the top 7. So and the way that I've built the deck, you're definitely going to hit because you're going to have nothing but Universe 3 targets when you play that. Then with your cards, a couple of your cards having barrier along the way, it's pretty difficult to get rid of those chains. And then with assembling the squad and World Peace, if they do bounce cards back to your hand, you should be able, hopefully either that same turn or the next, to be able to start your chain all over again. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Just a very fun deck, a very rogue strategy that you can sit down and kind of piece together to go ahead and have a good time when you're playing some Dragon Ball Super card game. Alright, well, thank you for tuning into this video. Check out some of our other content on this channel, and if you can, hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it here so we can keep bringing you more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video.